The yarn label will give you all of the information you need to ensure your project turns out the way you want. Each company has their own label with information, which may change with each brand, but they all follow the same symbols for fiber content, size of needles needed, laundry care, color, and dye lot numbers. The first listing on this label is the name of the yarn, Big Twist Classic. Also listed at the top of this label is the fiber content, which is 100% acrylic. Some labels will have wool or cotton. The next list is the actual weight and length of the yarn. This one is 690 yards and 11 ounces. What you need to pay attention to is the weight and yardage needed for your project. 2 different balls of yarn might weigh the same but not have the same yardage. You may not have enough yarn if one or more of the balls are different in yardage. On this label, which is different from others, they have listed approximately how many skeins are needed per project. For a simple blanket using this yarn, it will take 3 skeins. For a sweater, 2 skeins. And if you want to make a hat or a scarf, 1 skein each. I would check your project for how many skeins you need for your project just to be sure of how much is needed. The next set of boxes will tell you important knitting and crochet information. In the first box, in the center, will be a symbol of knitting needles. This is the box to get all the information for your knitting project. On the top is listed the size of needles to use with this yarn, US 9 5.5 millimeters. There is a number at the left of the box, 4 inches by 4 inches. On the sides are listed 14 stitches and 20 rows. You should make a gauge swatch that is a finished size of 4 inches by 4 inches using 14 stitches for 20 rows. The next box will be for crocheting. In the center will be a crochet hook symbol. The top of the box is listed the size of the hook needed for this yarn, US J10. Like the knitting box, the left size will tell you a finished sample should be 4 inches by 4 inches using 16 single crochet stitches for 19 rows. The last symbol in this line shows a picture of a skein of yarn. In the center is a number 5. This is the thickness of the yarn. The numbers of the thickness start at 0, which would be the thinnest, and goes up to 7, which is very thick. A size 5 would be considered bulky. Below all the boxes, you will find the laundry and care symbols. Any symbol with an X through it means do not do this. The dots on any laundry symbol represent how hot you can have the heating setting. 1 dot is the lowest. The more dots, the hotter you can have the setting. They are universal in that you may see them for washing, ironing, and dryer use. The first symbol is for machine washing. This yarn is machine washable at 30 degrees Celsius. The next symbol is an iron. Notice the dot and only 1 dot in the center. You may iron your finished project, but use only a cooler iron setting. The triangle symbol is for bleach. This one shows a large X through it, which means do not use bleach. The next symbol is a dryer. This suggests that you do not tumble dry your project. Notice the large X through it. The circle with the P in the center indicates that your finished project should be dry cleaned. And the last symbol is a square with a line in the center. This tells you to dry your finished project or pieces flat. It is a very good idea to keep your wrapper by attaching it to the sample swatch you made. It will help you to remember how to care for your finished project in the future. At the end of this label is listed the color and dye lot. The color is blue, and the dye lot number is 629649. Always check to make sure that the dye lot numbers are the same on all the skeins you purchase. Even though the color may look exactly the same, it could be off just a bit. If you can buy enough yarn for what you need in your project, that would be great. It may be hard to match up later if you happen to need more.